Welcome back, everybody. This is Ninja Burrito coming back to you with another S++ guide, this time for level 4-3 on hard mode of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And as always, that is a lot to say. This level is not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go over what we bring into the level and then what we have to do to beat it. We're taking Chakram and Healing Fountain. These are specifically taken for the boss fight. And then for the talismans, Unworthy and Scarcity, yet again, these levels are getting too long to really deal with the whole not allowed to die thing. Being able to strategically die for healing ends up working out pretty well. So we're going to take those two and go from there. Let's get into the footage. Let's get into the gameplay. So what this level requires is to kill all enemies of the specified type, which is going to happen automatically. Kill enemies while airborne, again, going to happen automatically. We get a lot of guillotine kills in this level. We're going to kill the boss in less than a minute. That's probably the hardest part. And get all the collectibles. We need to be under 9 minutes and 30 seconds, 180 kills, and a 45 kill combo, all of which have their own little quirks, but that is quite all right. So let's get into this. Right at the start of the level, you're going to want to be a little elite about killing these shield guys by rolling and slashing quickly. I kunai that guy in the back to get rid of him, and we're going to skip a couple of enemies here. We have a hypercharge here. Try not to get hit in the process, but do use it on this guy. I'm going to come back for this kill just because I can, and then we're going to move forward. Kill this guy and kill this guy. This is where your kill combo is going to drop off if you're not careful. Again, we always like to get our kill combos done at the beginning of the level, so if that 45 is coming right out the gate, we're going to kill this guy and save the brown ninja lady. We're going to save her. She's our emergency kill. Alright, these guys spawn. I'm actually going to kill that guy. Didn't need to save the brown ninja girl this time, but that's what we did. You'll notice that those swordsmen can get stuck on the wall there for free kills, and don't miss the skull here. A lot of people miss that skull. And then bounce up. Now, don't die to falling into a pit just yet. We need to get that 45 kill combo. Use your kunai strategically here. And don't fall into the pit. Whatever you do, don't fall into the pit. It's okay if we take some damage, as long as we don't fall. We're almost done with that combo. You can roll through these guys for melee if you need. And at this point, I'm nearly dead, but we just barely pull it off with the hypercharge. You do need to jump into Komori section to get the last 2 kills there, but that's because we skipped enemies earlier, so, you know. I'm struggling with this Komori section a little bit here. I don't know why, like just first game of the day type vibes maybe, but we're gonna use our kunais here, throw a kunai up to refresh our timer, jump off the wall. And now that our kill streak is completed, we just have to worry about 180 kills. And we need to worry about the 9 minute and 30 second timer. I was checking my parameters here. We got 49 kill streak and we die on purpose to refresh our health. Be a little bit careful that you don't run into the spikes like I'm about to do here. It just, you know, if you roll there, you usually just get hit. Use your kunai to get through this section and then guillotine up for this scarab. Try to get this hypercharge to kill this guy. And then be patient on the fire so it doesn't hit you. I'm gonna wait here. Again, our kill streak doesn't matter anymore, so we're chilling. You really don't need to be getting hit by all the fire. I picked this guy up for the kill. And then this guy is kind of annoying, but we're gonna kill him just like that and get the checkpoint. By this point in the S++ run, you're probably getting a lot more comfortable if you weren't already with some of the strategies and some of the gameplay. You're probably noticing a huge improvement. I'm noticing myself that I'm improving on my time, you know, as we get along in the levels here, which is either meaning that the levels are getting easier, which personally I don't feel like they are. I feel like they're getting harder and longer. But you might be noticing something similar here. Make sure not to die on this run. It's a very long run back. Use your healing ult so that you do not die. And keep pressing forward. Again, those shield enemies are something you're going to have to get good at fighting. Just like the swordsman in the last level, we have plenty of more swordsmen here. Don't run off the edge here, though. Jump up. But yeah, those armored swordsmen are pretty tough, the dual wielders, and then also the shield enemies are pretty tough as well. for rolling through these, the trick really is to be running up against it when it pulls up and then double roll through. But this part can be tricky. You want to bait that lightning away, but unfortunately I get hit. Grab the hypercharge and then hypercharge him before he can shoot you. And let's move right along. This part's a little bit tricky, just don't fall to your death. That's really what matters. It's okay to take damage, it's not okay to die. And again, there's a scarab here. And you can guillotine off of the crates if you need to. I want to showcase that here in a second. And this last one is a double bottom then top. I just get hit by it. It is what it is. After this cutscene is your next skull. So come up here. And then I like to safely kunai the enemies here. We're going to have some unintentional deaths coming up, but it actually will work out a little bit in our favor for getting some kills, and then we will skip the enemies when we die so that we don't lose too much time. So that's an accidental death. But now these guys don't count as kills anymore, so I'm just blasting through. Just generally killing the easy ones. And then moving on. Again, the guillotine there is pretty effective for getting out that hypercharge. We want this hypercharge for the free kill there. Really, we're just trying to pick up kills so that we reach our kill total, which we're getting pretty close to. You do want to be a little bit cognizant because I don't go over the kill count by much. I go over by 4 kills, you know, one of those being the boss. So you want to make sure you don't skip too many enemies, but there are lots of enemies that we have skipped already, and there's more that we will skip on the way to the boss. And for this section, do not die here. Dying during this part is a huge pain in the ass. Use your healing ult if you need to. You still have time to build it back up, and honestly, we're going to reset on the boss when we get to him anyways, so it's okay if you go into the boss without your healing ult because you can just die to get it back. Skip the cutscene and we're going to go into the second Komori section in just a second. Go left and we'll grab this scarab. Again, pick up the kills on your way, just don't run out of Komori time. I'm gonna drop down and grab that orb. I don't know what happened there. It got crazy. But we extended our timer just in time. We're almost out of time on Komori. It was a rough run, but we got it done. Alright, last part of the level. I'm probably gonna die here. Just know that it's okay. We have time. What really matters is that we reach our kill count. And we did get a bunch of kills there before we died. We're at 6:30, so like we're blasting through this level. We have plenty of time. Plenty of time. And we've equipped winning equipment for a fast boss kill. So as long as we have a minute left when we get to the boss, we're pretty much all set. Now these enemies we do need to fight. Just triple slash them when they spawn, get 1 slash while they're still in the air. The green ones will jump immediately, so be careful. And they always double jump. So you can see I'm getting hit. Starting to use my chakrams to stay alive. And at this point, I'm skipping enemies. Alright, we made it to the boss. So the thing about the boss is that we're going to die immediately. On purpose. We have 181 kills, so we're good to go. The boss has a couple of ads. We'll get 2 ad kills and the boss. So here's the strat, guys. When he shoots fire like that, you can jump over him and get some hits in. He'll do 2 blasts and then a new rotation of either 2 punches or 2 blasts of fire. Eventually, it will be 3, but at the start, it is 2. I'm going to manually hypercharge, and then you can't chain hypercharges together on him very well that I know of. So you got to give it a little bit of time or it doesn't get the stun. We got lucky on a blue hypercharge here. Usually it's a red one, and you want to save some ki for it, but you'll see I'm rolling through him a lot during that part, and I try to hypercharge him or Yeah, well, yeah, just hypercharge him when he jumps on the walls. I want to use my healing here so I can hypercharge and get full health. Don't forget you can ranged hypercharge him and just keep up the pressure. We are on a bit of a time constraint, and the free hypercharges from the ads really do help. Unfortunately, when he's backed into the wall like that, you just gotta hypercharge him. That's all there is to it, or avoid him. And when he does this, you gotta get on the wall, get on the ceiling. I hypercharge from the wall to finish him off. Honestly, guys, this run took 2 attempts, but the first attempt I spent maybe 15 minutes just getting good at fighting the boss. I just grinded it out till I could be decent enough to kill him fast. So give it some practice, give it a practice run, and you should be able to get your S++ a lot easier than the last level. Or not the last level, sorry. I keep thinking the last level is 4-1. The last level was 4-2, but we don't count 4-2. I'm talking about 4-1. The last hard level was 4-1, so having an easier 4-2, I mean, 4-2 is tight, but it's short, so it's just less, you know what I mean? So that makes it easier. And then 4-3 actually ending up being not too bad as we improve our skills and bring them into this. I think it is the boss. I think the boss is the hardest part of this level, honestly. But anyways, good luck to you. Grind it out, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Ninja Burrito. Bye-bye.